Hey, yo, Matt here. We are nearing the end of week 8 on the Artist's Way journey, and time again, Julia speaks to the action as the antidote from the fear that blocks us from our creativity. So in today's section, she refers to this as filling the form. She says, "What do I mean by filling the form? I mean taking the next small step, instead of skipping ahead to a large one for which you may not yet be prepared." Which is so relieving to hear, because most of the time, the next small step is obvious and simple. I'll take building this tiny house, for example. Trying to understand the whole process when I first started was literally impossible. And I tried designing out every little thing, but there was just so much I just have never done anything like this before. So I just couldn't. And so if I tried to focus on the whole end thing, it was like impossible. But my desire to design my home and learn how to build inspired me to stay focused on the next best step, which were often things like cleaning up the tools, or organizing my drill bits, or acquiring the next piece of material, experimenting with ways to stain wood. Like, you name it, there were always things that were simple and clear to do next. And what do you know? Here I am, living in a home that I designed and built, with, of course, some help. Shout out to Scott and Nicolette. All right, so Julia continues on this as she says, "Indulging ourselves in a frantic fantasy of what our life would look like if we were real artists, we fail to see many small creative changes that we could make at this very moment." This kind of look at the big picture thinking ignores the fact that a creative life is grounded on many, many small steps and very, very few large leaps. No one is asking you to leap. That's just drama. And for the purposes of a creative recovery, drama belongs on the page, or on the canvas, or in the clay, or in the acting class, or in the act of creativity, however small. That said, let's take a moment to do our 3 pages of longhand stream of consciousness morning pages so that we can air out any creative drama that is preventing us from taking the next best step. All right, so today's creative exercise is to imagine what an ideal day would be for you and choose one festive aspect of it and live it. Just one delicious bite of the glorious pie that represents your creative life. And I would love to hear what that is. I'm finding more and more community is a very powerful tool for accountability. So by sharing your intentions with us, you are way more likely to actually do whatever it is you want to do. And you are in very good company here. And so, as always, your insights are not only welcome, but they add to the collective experience of the community journey. So, whether you share in the comments or on our activity feed on Intention Inspired, or with a friend who you're communing with later today, thank you. Stoked for our final day of week 8 tomorrow as we continue to nurture ways to recover our sense of strength, one small step at a time. Peace, love, and